Wrestling with WWE Elimination Chamber. It's next Sunday or Saturday. I think it's Saturday.
Saturday, it's my birthday weekend. Yay,
Yes.
yay.
Technically on your birthday. So
Technically.
technically. And yeah, it's on Saturday, February 28th. It's in Chicago, Illinois at the United Center. And if there was ever a WWE PLE card, this is definitely a PLA card. 5 matches on the card. Not everything is set in stone at the moment. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about that, but as of right now, how do you feel about the card as a whole?
Um, I mean, Punk fan, you needed something. I mean, it's Punk in Chicago. I feel like who, who, I, I, let me. Who has it ever been a show in Chicago without Punk?
When he's actually a part of the roster, no.
No, literally, no, literally, any promotion. I feel like
Ring of Honor
I
had a
feel like
cardboard cutout at one point.
no shit. AEW Chicago Punk's there. WWE Chicago Punk's there. I'm surprised if Triple A's there. Punk will be there. But anyway,
No, El Punko Le CMLL.
no, it's CM Punk. That's what they. You know, CM Punk in Spanish is CM Punk. I don't know. Why you going out like Coca Cola in Spanish is Coca Cola? I don't know what the.
Well, hey, maybe he'll be El Grande Chicago.
Let's not go to El Grande de Chicago. Like Jesus Christ, I'm dead. I'm dead. But you know what? But with the card so far, what Punk Finn, which people are praying Demon Finn comes, and then you got he ain't, but let him keep hoping. And then you got, of course, Lynch Lee. So you got the couple fighting in their pseudo hometowns, and then you got the Elimination Chamber. So you
Which is the
got
draw
what? I
of the
mean,
show.
the draw of the show, but both matches got one more person in it left to go. Although Kiana James made it for Black History Month, Kiana James made it. Holy shit!
Is Kiana even
Black? Yes, yes, yes.
You seem really sure about that.
Blew my fucking mind too. Yes, she's black.
Like,
She's about as black as Sol Ruka. Yes,
okay.
yeah, she's black.
That's quite the sentence. As black as Sol Ruka.
Bro, yo,
I mean,
that's
sure,
why
but yeah.
they got photos of her with her mom. I've seen it. I'm like, damn, it. But then again, when it comes to this, it's a lottery. Genetics are a lottery. I did not see Kiana be on Black History. Kiana James and Black History Month was not on my bingo card. Sol Ruka last year was not on my bingo. I was like, wait a minute. The fuck? The fuck? But then again, Cali Kid, shit, it could have been anything. But Kiana from Florida, yeah, that was not on my bingo card, man. Not at all.
WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. CM Punk versus Finn Balor. CM Punk. Agreed?
Agreed. Agreed. I'm I'm conflicted with what's going to happen with Finn after the fact
Well, I mean,
because
if
I
you told
think
me, at WrestleMania, where would we see Finn Balor? I would say he would be jobbing to Dom at the next WrestleMania. For
no,
turning
no,
on Dom, and then
winning the
um,
Intercontinental Championship because to me, turnabout would be fair play in that. If they were ever going to pull the trigger for a turnabout fair play, that would be it.
but now it seems like Dom is on the back burner, and there's issues between JD and Finn, and you know, obviously there's, Liv is kind of in her own world at this point with obviously, what she's got going on. So
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't necessarily tell you. I mean, maybe Finn gets backstabbed,
I
and
mean, but Finn's confused though. That's why it's all jacked because Finn got Liv in our ear because Liv has been that's been a beef because both of them been trying to get each other kicked out of the Judgment Day. So that's a whole thing. And then you got Punk talking to the Finn that should have talking to the Finn 2016 Finn. He's talking to 2016 Finn. He's like, bring back that Finn.
right,
And then Finn is dealing with the guy he trained who's trying to tell him, yo, I'm here to help. But Finn also understands that he wants to do it on his own. Dom is just kind of, I'm not saying he's wallowing, but he's more or less like they. He's a leader. He's a leaderless leader. There we go. Because they kind of see him as a leader. However, they don't take him seriously as a leader. If that makes sense.
I could say the same thing about Finn Balor, honestly.
But Finn was never a leader. Because remember when Finn was the one who kicked Damien out because Damien thought he was the leader. So that's why it would make sense for him to try to be the leader. He would try to be an influencer as far as like when you listen to Finn, we all win.
Right.
Although although that's not being a leader, it's just more or less trying to say I'm right all the time.
Which is, I would say, putting him in a position of influence.
Yes, he did. I mean, he put himself in a position of how can I put it? It's kind of like Scar from The Lion King, just trying to set people up to get murdered or get murdered from the Judgment Day. Seriously, because remember he set up Dom. He tried to set up Dom to get left, and then Liv was on his ass about it. Then Liv got hurt. Roxanne joins, and then he ends up. Then Liv ends up being pretty good buddies with Roxanne. So he kind of got what he wanted out of it. He just didn't get it on the back end and on the other side.
Right. I mean, Loki, it feels like we're getting a Finn Balor face turn, if I'm being honest. And the only reason I would suggest that at this point in
Because of the
time,
music. That theme.
exactly, yes. I was okay. They brought back Catcher Brett for the Ireland show, and I 100% get that. He was in his hometown. There was never not going to be a reaction to that from that Ireland crowd. So I get that. I'm watching Raw last Monday, and Finn's coming out to catch your breath, and I was like, oh shit, is this back permanently? And like they're like, yeah, this is back permanently now. And I'm like, huh, okay, well if he's a heel and he's a villain and we're supposed to dislike him, then why are we throwing our hands up in the air for him? You know
I
what I
know
mean?
when he came out, yeah. but but then again, I always said like WWE is not unless it's definitive. There's no good or bad guy. It's perspective. I always say that.
But I mean,
It's
yes,
it's
technically.
never good or bad. I mean, who's okay? Prime example. You're in Chicago. Ooh, you got every reason to cheer for Punk because you're in Chicago.
Hmm.
Why would you cheer for Finn if you're Chicago?
I wouldn't say that you would. I mean, you'd pop for a song, but you're not necessarily cheering for him.
That's my point. So the everlasting point is a perspective thing because the only reason you would cheer for Finn because you feel like Finn is hella overdue to get his. That's the only reason you would cheer for him.
Loki, do you think we're actually going to get Finn Balor cheers at in Chicago?
Oh yeah, because of the entrance. The entrance is going to to generate it. So that's not going to be the problem. That's not the problem. I mean,
I
the
mean, I'm
issue
not
is
talking about during the
how are you
entrances.
going?
That's a whole other thing. But I mean, like
Yeah.
actually in the match, them wrestling. Are we going to
Oh
hear
yeah.
"Let's
Oh yeah.
CM Punk, Let's Go Balor"?
Yes, I can see that happening because Chicago, as much as Chicago is punk country, Chicago is also a smart crowd.
True.
So it's not like it's not like they're gonna be like, well, maybe it's gonna be cold as fuck, but they ain't gonna be dumb. It'll be cold as fuck, but they won't be dumb as fuck. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Now the question is if because the question is how are you going to make this a result where both people leave happy? Because
for both
I
parts.
mean, do not get it twisted. If I see a Roman interference causing a triple threat, I hate to say that shit, but this is the type of shit that it would. This is the type of match that it would cause that shit.
I don't see that happening. I
Hey
honest,
man, we've seen weirder.
but with bigger stars at this point. And I'm sorry to say it, but I mean Finn Balor is just not in that epsilon at this point.
Even with catch your breath.
Even with Catch Your Breath. If this was an NXT show, we could have that conversation.
Oh,
WWE,
NXT Dallas, it would have been on.
yeah, no, 100%. But
NXT Dallas, 1,000% fed. Right now, 10% fed.
yeah,
Well, yeah, and I'm being generous with 10%. Fuck.
all right. Let's go to the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Becky Lynch versus Mrs. CM Punk, AJ Lee. Who wins, Kaliko?
Yeah, yeah. Am I the only one who thinks that this feud has been an inverse of what the fuck should happen?
How do you mean?
Because I feel like Becky should be the one that's like egging on AJ and not the other way around.
Well, I mean, Becky has everything to prove in this match. You know, she's 0-2 against AJ at this point.
He's got nothing to prove. Becky's proof is in the last 10 years. AJ has more to prove than Becky has to prove.
But not in Becky's head.
That's because of, I mean, if you're getting the, if you're, then Punk and AJ can't win. So one of them motherfuckers is taking an L.
So you're talking about equivalent exchange.
The law of averages. Fuck off. Like shit. The law of average. I'm thinking if Punk wins, AJ's taking this little L or some kind of nefarious L to make it a Mania match because you got to get it to Mania, right? Unless because who else? Who the fuck else is going to fight Becky? Because sounds like Maxine and Natalia's on a collision course.
It's going to be a great main event match.
So I don't. I mean, Becky. I'm just gonna go Becky because Becky gets some kind of nefarious win to show that she won, and then they can get the rematch and da 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 da. But I don't. That's the only way because AJ's not walking in as champion, right?
Right.
Right? Or no, AJ's not walking into Mania as champion.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Um, Becky gets her comeuppance against AJ. Or she could say that she beat her, and then AJ will get her, retribution at Mania and get the belt, have her Kodak moment, and we're all good for WrestleMania. All right. That brings us to the Women's Elimination Chamber match for the World Championship. The World Championship or the WWE Championship?
Liv hasn't chosen yet.
Yeah, so it's whoever Liv doesn't choose. But I mean, considering that, um, Stephanie made her cry on Monday, I would say that she's probably going to go with Stephanie.
I got something to say about that shit.
Okay.
I love Stephanie. Don't get it twisted. But if there were any person who got it out of the mud, it's fucking Liv. like, like Liv is the definition of getting it out the mud, bruh. Like I don't get. It's like you were handed everything. I'm like, have you seen her career on? Like she's only been given this as of recent. It ain't like this shit been popping for 10 years.
Yeah, very true.
Uh, so I mean, that threw me off. I get what they were saying. I get, I get it in the sense that Liv has been protected in the WWE bubble versus Stephanie having to earn it via going all around the world. But the casual fan is looking like, bitch, Liv has been held back for decades, for easily a clean decade. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Oh, ay, ay, ay.
The 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 main thing that the words that stuck out in my mind when it came to that promo from Stephanie was, you haven't beaten anybody. You haven't beaten the best. And I mean, you can obviously argue she beat Rhea, but what she meant what by that was that you didn't beat everybody on outside of WWE to claim that you were the best to come into WWE. You only be,
And
you only beat the best that was offered to you.
be Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. Um. It's just kind of this. These facts are kind of disproving Stephanie a bit, but okay.
It's kind of that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
like you haven't earned anything. And I'm looking like everything she's gotten has been earned. What the fuck are we talking about here? Like, people been clamoring like it ain't like if Stephanie was on like a 10-year run like Charlotte, I get her. I get your point. Her shit peak popped off what 2023? Like, like, what are we talking?
I mean,
A good
2025,
2
honestly.
No,
I mean, actually, no,
I'll
yes.
I'll
If
give
you're
you
talking about
2020.
outside of WWE, then yeah, she held like 4 titles at the same time.
Who? Stephanie?
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about Liv. Liv really didn't pop till like the Live World Tour. Because keep in mind, she came back and people were pissed that she had fucking Rhea.
that was
I
2024.
mean,
That was literally
that
right
was
after WrestleMania 40.
that's my point. She came back and did that, and they were pissed because she fucking, she fucking hurt Rhea. People were mad at her because Rhea got hurt.
Yeah,
like, like her shit, like her peak right now is at best a year, 2 years, at best 2 years.
I would even say 2 years. She was out for a bulk of 2025.
Oh no, 2024 was her year.
Yeah,
Let's not let's cut the bullshit. 2024 was her year, and then 2025 she was getting there. Then she got hurt, and now she's back. So like yeah, good year and a half. Like yeah, like this motherfucker was like Charlotte breaking Asuka's win streak and shit. Like, but but I digress. Back to the point at hand. A champ she has yet to choose, so it's a matter of
yes. So these are our players. It's Stephanie Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James, and one to be announced.
watch it, Charlotte.
Charlotte as your pick, or Charlotte as the last person in the chamber?
The last person in the chamber.
Hmm, hold on. I mean, does Charlotte need to be in the chamber?
To set up the Bliss Charlotte shit, yeah.
Hmm. Well, I mean, let's go with let me start off with who we don't see in this winning this match, and that's Kiana and Rhea.
How dare you? Kiana might win because it's Black History Month. You better stop. You
I mean,
better
with that
fucking stop.
logic, Javon is going to win.
I mean, but Trick Williams is in the match, so it could be either way. And then Cody Raheem Rhodes is in the match, so we got
We got
33%. We got half the field. Yeah,
it's it's 50-50 at that point.
50-50. So shit. Kiana is like 20% tops. Like, but
Well,
okay. So I mean, Tiffany, Rhea. Well, it can be Rhea. Rhea's not winning.
agreed.
If Charlotte's in it, Bliss and Flair are out. So that gives you Tiffany, Asuka, or Kiana.
Do you
See,
see?
Kiana got a 33% chance. She got like a, well, now that we did deductive reasoning, she got like a 45% chance. Yeah.
And Alexa Bliss has a 25% chance of winning. But that drastically goes down if Charlotte is in the
Is
match.
in the match.
Because she's not even
Exactly.
going to try.
Exactly. And then Rhea's not gonna be there, so that's a 0% chance. But we don't know who picks who she's picking. I mean, I don't- it cannot be Bianca. If this was Bianca, it would. But Bianca won last year, and see that's the problem. Because even people think, oh, Bianca's gonna come back and win. Bianca came back and won last year. People forget about that.
Yeah. I feel,
So
honestly, I
I
feel
think
this
it's
is
gonna be
coming.
Asuka.
You think that they're going to be running back Jade Cargill versus Asuka?
I, if it were me personally, Asuka has been fucked at Mania. She's due one. If there was ever anyone that this bitch due one, it's Asuka.
I mean, if we're going with, logical choices here, um, storyline purposes would dictate that Naomi would be that last person in the match, and she would be winning, and we would see Naomi and Jade run it back for WrestleMania.
And
Um,
Naomi would get the win, right? Because I mean, that just screamed. I mean, but did Naomi have the baby yet?
that's what I was saying. But unfortunately, Naomi is around 8 months pregnant at this point, so yeah. Um, blame Big Jim for that one.
I mean, like, oh no, November 10th?
I mean, it was August when she got pregnant, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, she was 2 months then. So, so,
Fact of the matter is, she's definitely not going to be able to make it for WrestleMania. It's an 18
I
month
mean,
injury.
it's a push. We push it.
But I feel like this is really cut and dry at this point. It's going to be Tiffany.
No.
Why not? Why no?
Because you just thought, I mean, because practically how the second half of last year was Tiffany and Jade. If if Liv doesn't pick Jade, see that's the other part about it.
I mean,
See
again,
that
Stephanie made her
big.
cry. I don't think that she's going to be picking Jade after that. Or she looks
Maybe
like
she
the.
made her cry. Maybe she made her cry so bad she picks Jade. You never know.
But that
Because
would
that
make
is TKO logic. Come on.
Liv look like such a bitch for not picking. Like she bitched you out. She made you cry and made you run onto another brand. That's like.
Liv lives a heel. She doesn't go for what makes her cry. She goes for what's the best opportunity. like,
I mean,
what are we talking? Last time chick, she was a heel. I don't get this. What are we talking about here?
I mean, if we're being completely honest here, there is no real like easy choice here. It's you're in between a rock and a hard place.
To be
Stephanie's a
fair,
rock,
yes,
and
that is
Cargill's a
true.
hard place.
Cargill's a hard place for the medics. It is
That,
like, I, but even then, we won't know until she picks. But I don't think she's picking. She's not picking until after. So, but she's a heel. So if Jade is not getting picked, it would make sense to go Alexa or Tiffany, unless Charlotte is in this match, and it would be an Alexa, Charlotte, Tiffany. Oh no, Alexis, Charlotte, Jade. Sorry.
hmm.
But if big if she picks Jade, I could see Asuka going against Stephanie.
Low-key, that would be a banger.
So that's why I'm like, because it would have to be the symmetry. Um, so that's why I'm looking at it. I mean, because Tiffany already fought Stephanie, so it wouldn't make sense for her to do it. Rhea's the tag champ
Well,
makes no sense.
well, I mean, hold on. In that match against Stephanie, she lost. So, I
Yeah,
mean, maybe, Tiffany wants to right a wrong there. You know what I mean?
she got to win the match before she can even think of righting or wrong.
But continue your thought. I cut you off.
Oh no, no, no! Because I'm just looking at it from Jade's a heel, Stephanie's a face. And it just depends on who Liz picks. If Liv is picking Jade, I'm going with Asuka. If Liv is picking if Liv is picking Stephanie, then it would have to be Alexa or the to be determined. Which I think the final match is this Monday.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think who's in it. I want to say Charlotte's in that match.
I know Io's in it.
No, Rhea replaced Io
Oh.
because Io was supposed to have been
No, here we
Io was
go.
supposed.
Hold on. It's Io Sky, Kyrie Sane, and Raquel Gonzalez. Those are the three that's going to be in
Oh
the match.
shit! Okay, now that makes sense. Okay, so then that means wait a minute, Io
Raquel and Kyrie.
Raquel's winning.
Yes. Unless unless Asuka crosses her the match and Kyrie gets the nod.
The only way that Kyrie would win is if Kyrie is turning on Asuka at the Chamber.
Well, I mean, she kind of low key did at Rumble. She eliminated Asuka.
Yeah, but it's not there yet because even with Monday, they've still kind of So it's not. It's getting there, but it's not there. So the Chamber, Kyrie winning the qualifier and shenanigans happening at the Chamber would be one big ass inflection point, but this that match screams Raquel though, because then you got the Raquel Liv drama because now everything is bending on who Liv chooses, right?
That would make sense. I mean, low key, Raquel versus Cargill would be a banger if I'm being honest.
It could. But I also could see that Raquel feels some type of way about, because I could see like this is gonna be the weirdest thing, but what if, and this is a big ass if, what if
Lola Rice comes in
Liv?
and wins it all.
Oh no, that ain't happening. But what if Liv picks Stephanie, and let's say Raquel wins the chamber and chooses to go after that title anyway? Because of the simple fact that it says a world championship and it doesn't define which world championship.
I mean, that's a good stipulation, but I'm pretty sure they specifically said whatever title Liv doesn't chooses.
I mean, but they ain't specified, homie.
I mean, low-key, that would be kind
That's
of
the same way
interesting.
with the Money in the Bank. They didn't put it specify United States title, but there we were. Good Jesus.
I mean, you're not wrong. Um, I mean, I
But
like
it's
the
if
idea
I
with
had to
Raquel.
pick two. If I had to pick two, I'm going Oscar, Raquel.
I'm
Those
gonna,
are the two I would pick.
and I'm gonna go Tiffany Stratton, Raquel. Alright, now we have the men's elimination chamber match for an opportunity at the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 42. And the participants are Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and one more to be determined. The qualifying match will be on the 23rd, and the participants in that match are Bronson Reed, Jey Uso, and uh, the original El Grande Americano. Not to be confused with the other Americano.
So that means Bronson Reed would be in the match.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, because Knight's in the match.
I would.
You can't get the Brock Knight unless Brock causes Knight the the match on behalf of Bronson. I can't. I cannot. You got to get me there.
Mm, I don't know about that.
Well, then why the hell would Brock come out and do anything?
Because Brock is Brock and he does what he wants.
Well, why would Brock want to go after Knight? That makes. But that's my point. Like, unless Paul is incentivizing him to cost Knight of something of value, that's the thing that I'm thinking of.
Well, the only reason I would say Bronson Reed would be in this match is because this match is severely lacking heels. Randy Orton, tweener, if I'm being completely honest. LA Knight face.
Trick's a heel. What?
Well, hold
Other
on.
than the bounce that ass
LA Knight is
promo.
LA Knight's a face. Cody Rhodes a face. Javon Evans is a face. Like I said, Orton's a tweener and Trick is a heel. So we
That's why
need
I said Bronson's in it as a heel,
that's
which mean
yeah.
which means which to me screams that's when Brock would, if any reason he would come in, that would be the reason. I
And I mean it makes complete sense, but then you have the fact that Jey Uso's in that match, and they would probably want Jey Uso in the Elimination Chamber for no other reason to do the run back yeet, you know, entrance
he,
that
he
he
played
does
too
at
much.
everything at this point.
Do the play too much. Anyways,
Yeah, play too much.
but I don't. I
Kaliko?
still only. I still think if I had to pick two, if I had to pick two, Knight and Cody are the only two that make sense to me.
Well, unfortunately, Drew McIntyre's a heel. So, I mean, I
Trick's
agree.
gone.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody else had the championship right now, I would definitely go with a Trick Williams. Pull the trigger now. But I could see Trick Williams doing something special at WrestleMania. I just don't know what it is at this point. I mean, after what he said to Sami Zayn, I would assume he would be wrestling Sami Zayn.
That's what I would think. And then
Yeah,
Javon is just the highlight guy. He gains everything and loses nothing.
yeah. I mean, honestly, he's on nobody's bingo card in this match.
He's on my bingo card, but he's not my top two. He's three. If there was a three, he's three. If I had to pick three, it would be Cody, Knight, Evans. But I can't pick three, so it'd be Cody, Knight.
I would say Cody would make the most logical sense, but I don't know. I think we might be seeing Cody versus Fatu. Just, a match.
Which means LA Knight. Ooh, because Randy ain't winning that shit.
Low key, I'm thinking Randy Orton. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking Randy Orton as my one, LA Knight as my two, and if I really was, if you had to pull my arm for number three, I would say Trick Williams.
What? Over Cody? What the fuck is Cody? Trick got a better shot than Randy. Like I keep telling you, Javon got a better shot than Randy. No particular order. Knight, Rhodes, Knight, Evans, Trick, Orton, and whoever the guy is in six. Dead ass.
I mean, El Grande Americano could just come in and win the gauntlet, and he'll face McIntyre for all we know.
He is due from his Money in the Bank performance over the weekend. I mean, I'm just saying.
Very true. I don't know why my gut is telling me Randy Orton, but I feel like they want the selling point to be Randy Orton going for his 15th championship. And how many times has Randy Orton actually main evented WrestleMania?
Oh, good question. He did the Triple H one. Didn't he do one with Cena? He did one with Taker, I know for sure. But
No, he didn't main event with Taker.
he
He,
did.
yeah, no, he main evented twice. He WrestleMania 30 against Bryan and Batista, and 25 with Triple H.
But he's not that that cynical. It doesn't mean a lot to him like it does to Punk.
I mean, it's not about the cynicism. It's more about selling points. And the two biggest selling points I could think about is come watch Randy Orton main event WrestleMania and win his 15th World Championship. Or,
That's if he wins it. Yeah, big yeah.
well, I mean, it was an if when John Cena won his 17th. Um,
Yeah,
or
that was a hell of a match.
come come watch LA Knight win his first ever championship.
No, it would be LA Knight main eventing his first time. I don't see Drew losing the title at Mania. I'm sorry. I don't see it.
I mean, that's fair enough. But what does what do we benefit? What do the people benefit of seeing Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre one more time? I mean,
Well,
we
because I
saw
think
a three stages of Hell match, like a month ago.
true. I just think it'll be a coat. I just think Fatu's gonna get in there somehow. Somehow, some way, he's gonna get there.
I would say there's more likelihood for Fatu running in on this match and costing Cody than Lesnar running in and costing Knight.
That we can agree on. But would you be okay with? I mean, Cody would be okay with that. But I'm just thinking, the only way then that means Knight because it's got to be somebody who's new and who's popping with the crowd right now. Like Orton is pop. Orton pops with the crowd, but who's the hottest right now? It would have to be Knight.
If we're, if we're going off of who's hottest right now, I would say LA Knight is number one and Trick Williams is two.
Yeah, but we know Trick ain't getting it, so then it's Knight. Because who? Because here's the thing: who is the crowd clamoring the most to see try to get the title right now? Out of that group, it would be Knight.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for Knight to win. Because at least you're giving people the reason to buy the ticket to see Knight try to get it.
Right.
Even you're selling the hope. Now, am I saying that that's a uberly duberly main event match? No, but if they're really, really enthusiastic about trying to push the ball forward, then it would be Knight.
But what do you do with LA Knight and Vision?
See, and that's the other part. Unless he just pins Bronson Reed en route to winning this match, that's the only way that would happen.
Maybe a one-off against Logan?
Unless, unless, I mean, this is the biggest stretch, but what, Knight, McIntyre, Brock cost Knight, and that would trigger Knight going back to the division, but
That is a
but
stretch.
I don't see. But yeah, that's what I said. It's a hell of a stretch. That's a hell of a stretch. So I mean, I'm shit Jesus, but I'm Jesus stretching with that one. But I don't see it. The only way I would see, yeah, it's just It's Knight or Cody.
And your door picks, Javon. I'm going with Orton, Knight, and Williams.
I wouldn't be mad if Williams won. I ain't.
I don't think anybody would.
If Trick wins, I ain't gonna be mad at it, bro. I can't even. But yeah, I mean that's all we can do. It's interesting this field because if Cody had this belt, I probably would have been like easily. It would have been easier, but the fact that Scar is holding the belt, it makes it a little harder.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Well, honestly, I would have said that this was a Cody thing, easily. But it doesn't feel like the interest is on Cody as much as it was, 2 years ago. The fans have cooled off on him. And I do think that the crowd kind of needs a break to warm up to him to want to go up for that title again. So
I don't think they cooled off. It's just the fact that I mean they kind of put Cody in. Cody is a victim of precarious booking, if I would ever say.
I mean, yes and no, but Cody got his moment, and we we were what's it called, singing with Cody. We were with Cody we were riding with Cody for quite some time. But there's other guys we'd like to see finish the story. There's other guys that deserves a moment in the sun. And
Well, just because they deserve the moment don't mean that they gonna give it to them. Because remember, everybody was on Bianca, and then 2 years later was like, "Fuck Bianca," like fuck.
and
And
that's
especially when she beat Asuka, it was like, fuck.
well, I mean, well, first and foremost, like I said, fatigue is a thing, and wrestler fatigue. And I mean, the second thing when it came to Asuka is, I think a lot of people were disappointed because everybody wanted to see Asuka finally get her moment, and she didn't.
That
Once
bitch
again,
is useless. That's why I said Asuka gonna win this chamber, finally get over the hump. But anyway, yeah, I get your wrestler fatigue in the case of Cody, but the problem is that that's only an overseas issue. For some odd reason, it doesn't seem to correlate to the States.
is that true?
Keep in mind, they were booing them during the whole Cena thing overseas, and then when they got to the States, it flip flopped.
Um,
Oh, no, it was the inverse, if I'm not mistaken. It's the inverse, sorry.
I mean
Cody
that
has a state problem. And when he goes overseas, they love him.
right, but I mean you could still obviously present him, prevalently on your show. Obviously, people want to see him,
I
and
mean, I think they will. It's just the problem that, like you said, he hasn't gone away, and that's the problem.
that's why when Bianca does come back, she is going to get one of the biggest fucking pops that she's ever experienced, because between WrestleMania, let's
40 last year.
no WrestleMania, let's say WrestleMania 36. So when she debuted on Raw during the pandemic to WrestleMania 41 last year, she was never off a show, a WWE show. She was on all of those shows. So I mean, that's a good what? Like
3 years.
like 4 or 5 years. So
3 years.
3 years. So
Consistent. She was consistent. Yes.
consistently. So I mean, now that she's been off for a year, those people are going to be ready to see Bianca Belair again. They're going to pop for Belair. It does. Again, like I said earlier in the show, I don't want anybody to get injured or be hurt, but sometimes it's the best thing just to go away for a little while and let people miss you. But yeah, we'll we'll see. We're definitely we definitely have those similarities, but we're definitely far apart in the same breath.
Yeah, we are.
All right,
Because you are LA Knight hater. That's
but what now?
because you are an LA Knight hater for the chamber.
He's my second pick.
He should be a number 1 pick.
I mean, he was my number. Well, he wasn't my number one pick, but he was one of my main picks for Royal Rumble, and then they jobbed him out. So,
Well, I could have told you that. Duh. Like that's
if if he's not my main pick, it's not because I don't believe in him. It's because I feel the establishment is not behind him.
Oh, the man holding him back. Oh, Lord.
Yes, Becky Lynch is holding him back.
Becky Lynch is holding him back. Yep.
Yeah.
How dare she?
Right. That will conclude our coverage of WWE Elimination Chamber. We should have a review of that show in 2 weeks. Obviously, when we record next week, it will be before the show airs. So, whatever happens before that show happens. But yeah, that will conclude our coverage of this show. Thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, both on YouTube and Castbox. This was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us next Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews. Join us this Tuesday as we interview Mr. One Night Stand. This Wednesday as we interview Michael Arrow. And like I said, every Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews. And follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on Extra and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesJ993. Where can we find Kaliko?
Ooh-wee. I am Kaliko on, Twitter? Or whatever X is called nowadays. And the Chronicles continue tonight. For some odd reason, AEW decided to do one show in Ontario. Or not Ontario, in Oceanside, and I will be there for AEW Collision, which will be interesting.
I'm so sorry that you're subjecting yourself to that torture.
I mean, it's right down the street. I can't. It's like a stone's throw. I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed at myself if I missed it. To be quite honest.
And I'd be pissed at myself if I saw myself at that show. Also,
What? You don't want to see. You don't want to see. Orange Cassidy.
absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, not clamoring for an Orange Cassidy match.
You don't want to see Claudio versus Josh Alexander.
Oh God, no.
I mean, Thunder Rosa versus Julia Hart.
Um,
Gotcha.
Is Anna Jay on that show?
It's Anna Jay. So far, they only got 3 matches. Jesus Christ.
Didn't ya?
And none of them are Anna Jay. So I'm sorry to burst your bubble.
Then I will have to resign.
Oh, Lord.
For Kaliko Yachts and Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
It's weird because this is supposed to be live, simulcast, so I don't know how the fuck this is going to work. Because they usually do the whole time cop thing that he does, his crackhead, cocaine doubt time cop thing. So he can't do the time cop thing tonight. It'll be interesting.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.